This story is titled, Amara the Witch with Magic Hair. Here's a story about a girl in secondary school who is a witch and styles her own hair. Please subscribe, share, comment and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks. Once upon a time in the bustling city of Lagos, there was a secondary school called Horizon High, known for its academic excellence and spirited students. Among these students was a quiet girl named Amara. Amara was not like the others, she was a witch, a secret she guarded closely. With her deep brown eyes and smooth, midnight black skin, she was a striking figure who kept to herself. But what truly set her apart was her hair, long, thick, and intricately braided in styles that seemed impossible to achieve alone. What no one knew was that Amara's hair was enchanted, and she styled it with magic. Amara had inherited her powers from her grandmother, a powerful witch who had passed away a few years earlier. On her deathbed, Grandma Neka had handed Amara a small, carved wooden comb and whispered, "This comb holds the power of our ancestors. Use it wisely, and remember, our magic is in our hair." From that day on, Amara's life changed forever. Each morning before school, Amara would sit in front of her mirror and pull out the comb. She would close her eyes, feeling the magic surge from the comb into her fingertips. Her hair would dance and twist into elaborate styles, each more stunning than the last, complex cornrows, towering buns, or cascading braids. She never needed any assistance, and the results were always flawless. Other girls at Horizon High would spend hours at salons, but Amara's styles seemed to materialize effortlessly. The girls at school were envious of Amara's hair. Some admired her, while others whispered behind her back, "How does she do it? It's like she's got magic hands." If only they knew the truth. Despite her unique talent, Amara was often lonely. She didn't have many friends because she was afraid they would find out her secret. She knew people feared what they didn't understand. She sat alone at lunch, always with her nose in a book, her hair changing styles every few days like a new chapter of a story. One day, a popular girl named Laura approached her. Laura was known for her flashy style and bold personality. She had always envied Amara's hair, and today she was determined to find out her secret. "Amara, your hair is always so perfect," Laura said, flipping her own box braids. "Who does it for you?" Amara glanced up from her book, her eyes flickering with suspicion. "I do it myself," she said softly, hoping Laura would leave it at that. But Laura was not easily dissuaded. "By yourself? Come on, nobody can make braids that perfect alone. What's your secret?" Amara hesitated, feeling the weight of her grandmother's warning. She couldn't just tell Laura she was a witch. So, she shrugged and tried to brush it off. "It's just practice, I guess." Laura wasn't satisfied. She had an idea: she would follow Amara after school and catch her in the act. She had heard rumors of strange things happening around Amara's house, like lights flickering and animals behaving oddly. Maybe the hair was just the tip of the iceberg. After school, Laura followed Amara discreetly, hiding behind walls and ducking into doorways. She watched as Amara entered her small, cozy home, with its front yard full of vibrant flowers. Peering through the window, Laura saw Amara sit in front of her mirror, pull out the carved comb, and close her eyes. Laura gasped as Amara's hair began to move on its own, twisting and braiding with an otherworldly fluidity. It was like watching an artist paint without lifting a brush. Laura stumbled backward, her mind racing. She wanted to confront Amara, but fear held her back. She didn't understand what she had seen. Was it magic? Was Amara some kind of sorceress? In that moment, Laura realized she was dealing with something far beyond her comprehension. The next day at school, Laura was unusually quiet. She watched Amara from afar, a mixture of awe and trepidation in her eyes. She didn't tell anyone what she had seen, partly because she wasn't sure they would believe her, and partly because she didn't want to upset Amara. As the days passed, Lara's envy turned into a strange kind of respect. Amara wasn't just a girl with pretty hair, she was something powerful, something rare. Amara noticed the change in Lara's behavior and wondered what had happened. She sensed that Lara had seen her secret, but surprisingly, Lara kept it to herself. Instead of mocking or gossiping, Lara started to smile at Amara in the hallways, nodding in acknowledgement. Amara found herself smiling back, relieved that her secret was safe. One afternoon, Lara approached Amara in the school library. "I saw you, you know," Lara said quietly, her voice tinged with nervousness. Amara's heart skipped a beat. She closed her book and looked at Lara, ready to deny whatever Lara was about to accuse her of. "You have magic, don't you?" Lara whispered. "Your hair, it's enchanted." Amara stared at Lara, ready to defend herself, but she saw no malice in Lara's eyes, only curiosity and a hint of fear. She nodded slowly. "Yes. It's a gift from my grandmother. But it's also a burden. I have to be careful. People don't always understand." Lara nodded thoughtfully. "Your secret is safe with me," she said. "Honestly, I think it's amazing." Amara smiled, feeling a warmth she hadn't felt in a long time. For the first time, she had a friend who knew her truth and accepted it. From that day on, Lara and Amara became unlikely friends, bound by a secret that neither of them fully understood but respected deeply. As the school year went on, Amara continued to weave her magic, not just into her hair, but into her life. She realized that her powers were not something to be hidden in shame but to be embraced with pride. With Lara by her side, Amara felt more confident, more at ease with who she was. And every morning, as she sat in front of her mirror and pulled out the carved comb, she would smile, knowing that her magic was not just in her hair, but in her courage to be herself. Amara's story is a reminder that our differences are what make us unique, and the magic we hold inside can shine bright when we have the courage to embrace it.